Hello, my name is Andrew Martin. I'm from Sligo, going into my final year studying European Studies at Trinity College Dublin. And anyone who knows me, anyone who follows me on Instagram knows that I absolutely love film and TV. So what if I told you that through Netflix I have been able to grow in my relationship with the Lord? Or rather, God through Netflix has revealed more of himself and more of his character to me. It's a bit of a strange concept, but stick with me. In 1 Chronicles 29, after gathering all of the resources and everything needed for the temple in Jerusalem, King David prays a beautiful prayer to the Lord and says, "For all things come from you, and of your own have we given you." Everything that we see, everything that we receive and experience comes from the Lord, the ultimate creator with a capital C. And in fact, there are no other creators. We are merely sub-creators, image bearers of the original creator. The gospel is true, and therefore the thing behind all human experience, all existence, is the gospel itself. The story of God's redemptive work through Christ on the cross. The gospel is in our DNA, and so as image bearers, we can't help but reflect this in everything that we make and everything that we do. So as an example, I thought it would be kind of fun to look at what I consider to be the best TV show ever made, which is Breaking Bad. It's not a Christian show, and the creators of the show are definitely not Christians, and it doesn't promote a Christian message, but it's fascinating how we as Christians can watch it and learn more about God, learn more about the glory and wonder of the gospel through it. If you don't know, it's a story of a very normal high school chemistry teacher named Walter White, who, after getting lung cancer, decides to turn to the dark world of producing crystal meth, a very dangerous and addictive drug, with the motivation to provide for his family once he's gone. Now, it's not the story of the gospel in that it's not about a man who does bad things, realizes his sin, comes to the Lord and is forgiven and becomes a Christian. But it is definitely a story about the corruptive and corrosive nature of sin. In one of the first episodes of the show, it's the only spoiler I'm going to give, Walter White kills a drug dealer. And a TV critic at the time said that this is who Walter White was all along. It's only his changed circumstances that have revealed him as a man capable of these things. So as Christians, we can look at the story of Walter White and realise that he is not bad because he decides to produce crystal meth, but rather he produces crystal meth because he is bad, because of his sinful nature. Over the course of the show, we learn that it's not really his provision for his family that motivates him, but rather his own selfish desires, his lust for power, for money, his pride. And so we learn that as Christians, there is danger in not repenting. We learn that Breaking Bad is not just a show about a smart man who becomes a drug dealer. It is a show about the long-term effects of an unrepentant heart and how that can lead us on a path of destruction, even if it doesn't involve making drugs. So it helped me as a Christian to recognize the destruction that sin brings, even if it's not at the scale of dealing drugs and making billions and billions of dollars and all of that. So watching Netflix, watching any piece of media, can reveal the story of the gospel to us. In another sense, in other shows, we look at characters who are yearning for justice, yearning for peace, and yearning for acceptance. And these are things only found at the cross.